Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a few days, it's been out for a few days now, so I think everybody in the world has probably seen it by now. But here are my thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine. Starting off, this movie was everything I expected and more. It was absolutely awesome. It was so good. All of the action in the fighting choreography, all the action scenes were so good. They were really, really cool. And the opening scene of him dancing to Bye 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 by NSYNC was absolutely hilarious. The whole movie was just hilarious. This movie is so funny in so many ways. This movie, it didn't make me like emotional watching it like the last Marvel movie did. The last Marvel movie I saw, the last Marvel movie was Guardians of the Galaxy, and if you guys remember my video on Guardians of the Galaxy that I made, the movie, every single time I've watched that movie, I have cried. So, but I knew Deadpool wasn't gonna make me cry, but it did make me, I felt very happy and very satisfied watching the movie. You could definitely tell that this movie was really like a love letter to the Fox X-Men universe, to all these amazing characters that we've known and we've loved from the start, from all these different movies. It was a beautiful ending for these characters, not only for Deadpool, who we've grown to love with, but for this version of the Wolverine that we have grown to know throughout the movie. Also, if you don't know, this is a different version of the Wolverine that we have grown up with and loved from the X-Men universe. In the X-Men movies. And this movie made me so happy. It was absolutely amazing seeing Hugh Jackman come back as the Wolverine, but it did hurt knowing that it wasn't our Logan that we knew and loved from X-Men and Logan. But it's still him, it's still the Wolverine, but just a different version of him from an alternate universe. And the way they handled that was so good. And oh my god, the cameos! I remember online everybody was saying how the cameos were the best thing in the movie, and how the cameos were like really, really good. And they were all really, really good. Oh, by the way, before I say anything more about it, this is going to be a spoiler review. So I will be saying spoilers in like 5 seconds. So if you don't want to be spoiled, go watch the movie, then come back and watch my video. Okay, so here we go. The cameos, the first cameo was really cool. The first cameo, we got to see Sabretooth, which, if you don't know, Sabretooth is Wolverine's brother. And then the second cameo is one I never would have expected at all. We saw Chris Evans come back as Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four. That was so cool. That was so cool. I love him so much, and I'm so glad. And I know everybody wants it. I'm saying, if he can't be Captain America, let him be Johnny. And then we saw Blade. Like, hello, Blade? Like, we know that they're already in the works. We're making a new Blade movie. And that is going to be awesome. And then we saw Gambit. Like, oh my god, we saw Gambit, and then we saw Elektra. Which, if you don't know, Elektra is one of my favorites. Elektra is Daredevil's girlfriend. And she's awesome. She's one of my favorites. And then we got to see an older version of Laura from Logan. And if you don't know who Laura is his daughter. So, yeah. And in this movie, we see they have a scene together where he is pouring his heart out to her, and she tells him that because of him, she wants him to know that because of him, she got to grow up. That is literally what she tells him. She tells him, because of you, I got to grow up. Because of you, all these other kids got to grow up. And that is true. If you haven't seen Logan, first of all, you need to go watch it. But that's what happens at the end of the movie. He dies for his daughter. He dies sacrificing himself to get her to North Dakota so she can live and get across the border and have a life. And I thought that scene was so beautiful. It was so beautiful how they did that scene with her and him. It was very emotional, and it was so good though. And the end credit scene was so funny. The end credit scene was absolutely amazing. So those are my thoughts on the movie, and I would love to hear what you guys think of the movie. Please feel free to say it in the comments. I would love to interact with you guys more. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the movie. I would love to discuss the movie. So if you have any opinions about the movie, just feel free to throw them down in the comments, what you liked about the movie, what you didn't like. Anything. I would love to get to interact with you guys more, and that's about it. So this is the video, and if you guys have any other video ideas for me, feel free to leave them down in the comments below too. I would love to get an idea of what you guys would like to see from me in the future for my content and things like that. So bye.